Teacher leaves room. The class. Evolution. Can you give me fight or flight response to survive dangerous situations? To survive in dangerous situations? Yes. Actually develop stress symptoms like a boss. Anxiety time. Grimm's fairy tales. Disney fairy tales. Australia's first cops were all criminals. Their first police force was made up of 12 of the best behaved convicts. We were bad, but now we are good. 1216. I bet there will be flying cards in the future. 1645. American government bans alcohol. May fear families. Jews. Wow, how did you get like that? Every time I am blamed for something, I do one push-up. Jesus Christ. Politicians in the 1800s. Ha ha ha, you like men. No, trust me, I'm straight. Politicians in Rome. You like men. Yes I do. Dutch engineering. Venetian engineering. Atlantician engineering. Chips at the top of the bag. Chips at the bottom of the bag. I dispense wisdom. What is your wisdom? A white flag does not mean surrender. It's used to open negotiations. That's a good wisdom. Wait, it's neither holy, nor Roman, nor an empire. Never was. Wow, how did you get like that? Every time the sun sets on the British Empire, I do one push-up. Jesus Christ. Hungary having an admiral but no sea. Prepare for trouble. Czechoslovakia winning a naval battle without a sea. And make it double. The UK would without doubt look after Ireland better than the EU is going to do. 800 years of Irish history. Am I a joke to you? Learning about history in primary school. Learning the same history at university level. Ottoman Empire. I've closed the spice trade. How are you going to get to India now? Portugal. I suppose I will go around Africa. Any politician has a different opinion. Joe McCarthy, commie. Catholic Church. Medieval peasants. You know you can't read Latin. It's the Bible. You get credit for trying. Americans explaining how they were ill-treated by the British. Indians in the British Empire. Russia. Can you give me the presidency? To restore Russia to its former glory? Yes. Actually creates a 20-year-long authoritarian oligarchy with himself at the top like a boss. Putin time. Americans coming to mainland Japan after the nukes be like, I want you guys out of my country by tomorrow morning. But this is Japan. Every country in the world belongs to America. George Washington. Avoid political factions at all costs. America does literal opposite. George Washington. France and the UK taking 2/3 of Africa. Spain left with Western Sahara and Equatorial Guinea. Portugal and Germany having a few big colonies. USA when they put nuclear missiles in Turkey next to the USSR. USA when the USSR puts nuclear missiles in Cuba next to them. Nerd kid, I know ancient French, Italian, Spanish and Romanian. Well, that just sounds like Latin with extra steps. Roman city layout outside of Rome. Rome itself. America has been at war for 93% of its existence. South Korea, who's been at war for 97% of its existence. Pathetic. Look sir, Australia. A new continent. Terra nullius. Hundreds of thousands already live here. Shush. Hey. Hi, what's up? You're 4,000 miles away lol. I'm quarantining in Europe. Cool, but what are you for? You're not from Europe I'm assuming. I'm half German half Japanese. Damn, Axis powers unite. M1 Garand makes ping sound when it needs to be reloaded. Germans. Learning history to try and prevent it from being repeated. Learning history to make the correct moves when it inevitably begins repeating itself. Exists. Finally, a worthy opponent. Our battle will be legendary. Red Baron in 1918. I have 80 confirmed kills on enemy aircraft, and I'm an icon with my bright red color on my plane. Red Baron in 1976. Pizza. The Alert. A killer's had glowing eyes and long curly blonde hair. The BBC. Stalin after Lenin died. Finland, you know you promised to send us troops to fight against the Soviet Union, the Allies. Oh my god, I forgot about that part. Me researching about Nikola Tesla. My respect for Thomas Edison. Friendship of countries that speak the same language. America is built on land stolen from its natives. Literally every other country ever. When you're a 14-year-old Irish girl in 1845 and you get caught stealing an apple just to survive, so you have chosen Australia. I love honey, but you know what I don't love? People who waste tea. Ancient Greeks, the world is a sphere at the center of the universe. The Aztecs, the world is a god that needs blood or it will kill us. The Norse, it's all tree, always has been. Katanas are inferior swords to nearly all others, especially European. Weebs, I have to go make a call. France, hey Europe, can I have a piece of Africa? Europe, yes, but only a spoonful. France. Rome, anything Greek. Random YouTuber comment, I've learned more about history from Sabateo than in history class. That same person in history class. Italy when they betray their allies, but don't get nuked or split in half for 40 years. What does this mirror do, Professor? It shows us nothing more or less than the deepest, most desperate desire of our hearts. Russia in Russian history books. Russia in every other history book. Russia in Mongolian history books. West Berliners, East Berliners. Korean peasant that just learned how to read and write. King Sejong the Great inventing Hangul to make reading and writing as easy as possible. USA and Russia, we had a fight for 40 years. France and UK. I crashed my friend's British themed party. My goals are beyond your understanding. Scandinavians after realizing that Mars hasn't been pillaged yet. The Cold War in Europe and North America. The Cold War everywhere else. Russian Empire. Behold, my tank. Someone in the 19th century. Doctor, I think I have a birth defect. Can you please treat it? Anyways, here's your circus contract. USA. Unstable nations in the Middle East and Americas. Your village is being raided by peace. How Brits act towards Americans on July 4th. How they really feel inside. You rebel scum. The Beatles. I tip my hat to you, one legend to another. Queen. Americans in Vietnam after hearing the slightest sound in the judge. Napalm. Me being German going on a class trip to a Spanish speaking country. Can't speak Spanish. It's Argentina. The plutonium atom in 1945 must have been like some Viking getting land in France. The British Empire. The French whenever they are annoyed of their government. Blood alone moves the wheels of history. Gladiators rarely died in the gladiatorial arena. Filmmakers. If those kids could read, they'd be very upset. Ancient Greeks. A child raised by a single mom with slightly above average physical abilities. Is this a demigod? What is my purpose? You get nuked, so we don't have to test them at home. Oh my god. Portugal arrives in India. India, why have you brought Jesus? The Praetorians choosing Claudius as emperor because he was simple-minded. Claudius pretending to be simple-minded his whole life, so he wouldn't be emperor. Wow, how did you get like that? Jesus Christ. Sparta, Athens, Persia. Americans and Brits during wartime. Americans and Brits discussing any other subject. Giving almost 40% of my income to the US government in taxes when they can print as much money as they want is a bit insulting. Germany 1929. Wait, it's all just endless suffering? Always has been. When everyone gives out about America for its cruel treatment of the natives, act natural. Odysseus and his men after the Cyclops traps them in his cave. You have lost eye privilege. Check out my friend's Banger Funnies channel for even more memes. He uploads fresh, new, high quality meme compilations every day just like I am. So be sure to check it out and subscribe. Link is in the description. Thank you for watching this video. Tune in at 4 PM British time for a video of changing topic and at 7 PM for daily juicy memes. Check out my Discord server using the link in the description. Also be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed the video and subscribe if you didn't already.